Well, hello all. So here in California, it has just been absolutely nightmarish. Day after day of smoke and horrible weather of every kind you can imagine. Well, you can expect about after 5 or 6 days of this that people are going to start getting sick. As you know, I take care of old people who are very old. There's two of them. One of them is in their 90s, and they had to have a must-do surgery yesterday. Everything was agreed on that the hospital would keep this person overnight because they just went into an operation, and they're over 90, in their 90s. So why would you call me late at night saying that it's time for her to go home? I said, how is that possible it's time for that person to go home? And I said, how is that possible? Because we agreed to keep her overnight because this person's too frail and old to take care of themselves if something goes wrong. And they said we needed the beds for COVID, had to have the beds for COVID. I thought, so this person's going to sacrifice their life for somebody who may have COVID. Boy, I tell you, this orange man, what a disgrace. So anyway, finally got this person home, put them to bed, and they said they weren't feeling good, so I stayed a while, but they sort of fell asleep, so I left them. And of course, as soon as I left, they got violently sick and ill and threw up all over the place, and the neighbor heard it and called the paramedics. They came. Now that person is in critical condition in the hospital. Thank you, Orange Man, for not taking care of COVID when you could have, like the rest of the world did. Yesterday, up in Michigan, the orange idiot loser went and had a super spreader event. No masks, no distancing, 3,000 people all packed together. Could we be so lucky that, I tell you, I haven't had sleep in a week. It's just been so foggy, so mucky and smoky. Today we're seeing one of the worst air days ever yet. And now the major fires on the west coast, all the smoke, instead of drifting out to the ocean, is now drifting to the southwest. That means Nevada, Arizona, lots of terrible smoke. A good portion of the U.S. is going to experience this and may have a second thought about the Orange Man. How do you get 3,000 people to come to his rally is beyond me. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about a new report. Let's go over to the board. The world is closing in on warming limits. The world is at a crucial place with greenhouse gas emissions in the atmosphere. CO2 continues to increase in 2019 to 2020. (2019) CO2 emissions were up 62% from 1990. 62%. 62%. From 2016 to 2020 is what that's supposed to be. Saw the warmest on record with an average temperature of 1.1 degrees Celsius. Now this is the official World Meteorological Organization. I don't know who made this word up, but they should have their head torn off and turned upside down and put back on. And maybe they could shorten it by like that or something, so it's not so hard to say, meteoro or something like that. But meteorology doesn't work. In the next 5 years, from 2020 to 2024, the temperatures could exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius. Probably will. That is that organization saying this. They are saying immediately stop fossil fuel subsidies, stop bailing out polluting industries, oil drilling, deforestation, eating meat, and living beyond our means. Unfortunately, all these are going to be very difficult for humans to do because history shows us that living beyond our means is what humanity or humans are all about. If you look up history, you will find that many civilizations lived beyond their means way after they knew it was going to happen. But they did it anyway, and it's continuing to this very day. And we, the people, are the ones at fault because we keep putting the wrong people into office around the world. There's a very important, I think, election coming up where we have a chance somehow to get rid of the orange man, the orange loser, I should say. But the problem is that he's stacked the deck. He has now set everything up so that he will win no matter what the vote is, or what you vote on, or how you vote. He has got it fixed. He has to win the next election to get out of all the trouble he's in. If he loses the next election and somebody has a pair of balls, like Democrats, they would take him and throw him under the jail for the rest of his life. But I think that if there is a next Democrat in office, they will say, we're going to look forward and not back. We've certainly heard that enough times. Well, with the ongoing world disaster of world climate change and bad leadership, I appreciate all the ups, downs, new subscribers, and definitely the comments. I always read every comment and appreciate them all. I think I'm going to go try and get some sleep.